Charles Dodgson came to Oxford University in the mid-1800s as a young mathematics tutor. But by the time he would die some 50 years later, he became famous as Lewis Carroll, the author of Through the Looking Glass and, of course, Alice in Wonderland. These stories were full of wondrous characters. Oh, there was the Cheshire Cat, and then there was the Queen of Hearts. Oops, sorry about that, Queen of Hearts. But my favorite character was the Mad Hatter, is the Mad Hatter. Why? Because he had a chemical connection. The Mad Hatter went mad, and in these hatters in those days really could suffer the consequences of mercury poisoning, because when they made felt hats, they used mercury nitrate as one of the processing agents. And the toxicity of mercury was already well known at that time. For example, in Danbury, Connecticut, which was the American center for the hat industry, something came to be known as the Danbury Shakes, because the workers suffered from impaired speech, from tremors, and from mental feebleness. And even today, of course, we are concerned about mercury. When you break a mercury thermometer, you have to be careful about how you're going to clean it up. But Charles Dodgson, or Lewis Carroll, had a number of other interests as well. He was into photography, very early stage, of course, in the 1800s, and he took a famous picture of Alice Liddell, the real-life Alice, for whom the stories were written. She was the daughter of the dean of Christchurch College, which was a place where Dodgson attended. He also was an inventor. He invented a little device called a nyctograph, which allowed notes to be taken in darkness. So if a bright idea popped into your mind in the middle of the night, you didn't have to strike a match. But he had another interest that most people, of course, have never heard about, and that was in spiritualism. He was one of the early members of the Psychic Research Society, or the Society for Psychical Research, as it was also called. And it's a society that is still active today. And it was founded back in 1882 with the notion of seeing whether or not there was any kind of scientific validity to so-called paranormal or psychic events. And Dodgson was one of the early members, together with Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and the chemist William Crookes. The society is still active today, but to this day, they have never come up with an event that has been shown to be truly paranormal. And that is our Cup of Joe for today.